Welcome to CBS Sports coverage of the NCAA tournament. Today's game is between the San Francisco Dons and the Murray State Racers. Ladies and gentlemen, the bracket. And of course, our starting lineup.
Fans are going to see a great matchup today. Those two at the center spot, they're capable of putting up some good numbers and taking this game over.
And just before things get underway, let's look at what each of these teams is going to be paying extra attention to. The Dons get possession, and away we go. On the right side. Shots up. Thanks for joining us here on CBS Sports. Gus Johnson along with Bill Raftery. The Racers on offense. They have 4 guys on the perimeter and 1 down low.
Great passing lanes to the big fella.
He shoots from the left of the circle. Off the mark. Cleans the glass. Up and in. Ha ha! He looks for 3. With no luck, pulls down the rebound. On the left side. How about the action so far, Coach? Some good postseason tournament action. I'm certain the people watching are enjoying this one. Neither team backing down at this point.
I'll tell you what makes the NCAA so special is the fact that it takes one bad night, and your season is over. It's going to be a shame that when the final horn sounds, one of these very competitive teams will be out, and their season will be over.
Shots off. They work the perimeter. Jump shot. He can't get it to go.
What a rebound! It's mine.
He attempts the trifecta. Can't connect from the three-point line. The first half is in the books. The road to the Final Four is up next. Let's take a look at our game summary to this point so far.
You can get a sense of the story of this game by looking at some of these numbers. Still lots of time to play, though. Anything can happen.
We can see here how both teams are doing with the keys they identified at the outset. Second half of play, Coach. NCAA tournament. Doesn't get much bigger than this. Who's going to fight to ensure that they move on to the next round? The answer, just a moment.
Well, we've heard it before, Gus. Survive in advance. I'm certain that these teams will come out and do whatever it takes to survive. Nobody wants to be making that long loser's walk to the locker room tonight.
Now they work it around the perimeter. Foul on the play. The Racers working, changing it up against the zone.
That's what makes them tough to defend. They understand how to take advantage of openings.
Shots off. He blocks the shot. And he's fouled. Once again, a case of being too aggressive defensively.
There's nothing wrong with being aggressive, but they just got to know when to back off.
Well, Bill, this young man's now in his 2nd season of eligibility.
Gus, he's young, but he's been through his freshman year, and he's learned a lot. This is going to be another big season for him. Let's see how he does today.
It's still close here in the second half. This one has really been a good ball game from the start, and it looks like it could remain that way.
Hey, Gus, I think this is going right to the finish line. I think this game may come down to the last possession. These teams are competing and executing to a very high level. I mean, they're making every big shot. Both of these clubs.
The Racers, and they're in their motion offense, working with 4 around 1.
Well, if you have a big guy that can find people, it really puts a lot of pressure on the D.
They work the perimeter. My goodness, this one is shaping up to be a great one.
At this point in the game, it's about managing the clock and getting the most out of your offensive possession. A few stops and a few scores could seal it.
Now they work it around the perimeter. He swats it away. And that's a jam. Timeout on the floor. CBS Sports coverage of the NCAA Basketball Championship will continue after this. Welcome back, and we're set to inbound after the timeout. On the outside. With time running out. Outside Jay won't go.
It's all about shot selection, Gus. It's so important to take good shots, and not necessarily the shot the defense wants you to take.
Well, Bill, sometimes statistics lie, but in NCAA tournament basketball, I don't think they do. The better team won, and they're going on.
Well, when you take a close look at this victory, it came down to execution. We say it all the time, but these guys did a terrific job of getting stops at the defensive end and scores at the offensive end.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, that concludes CBS Sports coverage of NCAA basketball. I'm Gus Johnson saying so long.